YouTube, you have a growing channel. You're working hard at creating videos and engaging your audience, your viewers. Now you're thinking about, hey, let's make some money with this channel. How do we do it? I'm Rob, and I'm a YouTube product expert. There's been a lot of talk about how you can make money on YouTube, and I think that we should talk about what we might call the elephant in the room, using AdSense. Sure, there's all other kinds of ways that a person can monetize their channel, but today let's talk about the elephant in the room, AdSense. YouTube is a Google product. AdSense is a Google product. YouTube platforms provide it to us at no charge for free. AdSense is provided at no charge for free. They don't cost us anything to use. There's nothing worrying about the back end on AdSense or the back end on YouTube. We're not having to track down advertisers and talk about rates and worrying about them paying their bills and how do we put the ads on the platform? Do we got the code written right? It's all just handled for us, easy peasy. Sure, Google takes a pretty good chunk of the revenue, but hey, they're just doing it for us. It's not costing us anything. So it seems like a really good place to start. Don't you think so? Most of us are really just thinking about earning a little bit of extra money. We're probably, as much fun as it is to think about quitting our jobs and doing YouTube full time, it might happen, but we've got families, we've got responsibilities, rents, mortgages, car payments, credit cards. Most of us probably aren't just going to quit and do YouTube full time. So this is really about having fun uploading content and using AdSense that's right there in front of us with YouTube, a Google product, and earning a few extra bucks a month. And it's nice getting that direct deposit paycheck, however you get it, every month. And it really isn't hard to get monetized content up where you can receive a payment every month. It's not that hard to do, and we're going to talk about it. And again, being right here in my back porch office, it's fun to be able to work on the back porch of the house. And when we lived on the sailboat, we had all kinds of neat offices and outdoor places to work. So that's a fun thing, and you can incorporate that into your YouTube work. So how do we get started making money today with YouTube? The first thing is, of course, you got to have your channel monetized. And YouTube has, as of right now today, they've got the 1,000 subscriber requirement and the 4,000 hour requirement. And I'll link to those videos in the description. And this one over here up in the corner, the 1,000 hour video and the 1,000 sub video and 4,000 hour video, so you can watch those after we're done with this one. But once you're monetized, what do you do to really earn some decent revenue here on the YouTube platform? Now, one thing that we should mention is you have to have content that is advertiser friendly. And YouTube, has a lot of policies, and it's really up to the advertisers. It's not YouTube. If a company is spending their money on an ad, they get to say what they want to run their ads on. On traditional media, they pick where they want their ads. And it's no different on YouTube. So it's not like YouTube's being mean to us. It's really the people spending the money get to decide where they want to spend their money. And this month, just days ago, YouTube updated their ad policy, their monetization policy again. And I'll put a link to the article, the ad policy, in the description so you can go and check it out and stay up to date. So you can see the new policy as of right now today, and then in the future if they update it. And let me just review a few of those updates. So update June 2019, and now they've got examples of content that will receive limited or no ads. There's no policy change overall, but this is just, an update to their policy. And of course there's the inappropriate language, using profanity, violence, adult content, we all know what that means, harmful, dangerous acts, hateful content, demeaning content, drug use, obviously that's not good, tobacco products, firearm products, and controversial and sensitive issues and things in adult themes. And so that's the basic policy things that we have to stay inside of. So if your plans are to monetize content, just to say it, you've got to have kind of vanilla content. If you've got edgy content that's pushing the boundaries, it is perfectly fine to put that content on the platform for educational purposes and entertainment purposes, but you have to understand that you may not be able to monetize that. And you don't know how the rules are going to change down the road. We've had adpocalypses and we've had a lot of changes over the last year or two, and I'm assuming that as we head on down the road, it's going to continue. This is a little bit of the Wild West. YouTube's a new platform. It's only been around a short time. We end up with rules, and that's what we're seeing now, is rule after rule after rule. And we've had no rules. We've been just winging it, do what you want. And now we've got these rules that we have to comply with. It's just the way that it is. So what kind of content can you make? Obviously, whatever your niche is on your channel, but these are some real examples that are working for me on my channel. And it's a way to earn a little bit of extra money and help pay for things. For example, we've got a lot of property here and it was hard to mow it, so I went out and bought a string trimmer. Now I went to the store and I paid for it with our money, and I did a video where I unboxed the trimmer and I show how I use it and gave a review of that product. And it's not even been a year. It's been about 11 months. And of course, during the winter, it didn't get a whole lot of views. But just a few months ago, when we got into the spring, the views spiked up hugely. And I'm assuming that every year I'll see the same thing. And that video has actually made far more money than the string trimmer cost me. So I basically got our string trimmer for free. It didn't cost me a thing, because the AdSense revenue that YouTube has generated, that's transferred to AdSense, that's been paid to me, has been far more than the trimmer cost. So that's pretty cool. And then another video that I made was on a do-it-yourself item, something that I made out of scrap materials that I had on the homestead here to help people with an issue that is common for people that have rural properties. So I made that item, and that video was a year old a couple months ago, so it's about 13 or 14 months old now. And the item cost me nothing to make. Completely materials just I had sitting around. I spent, the day making the item, a few hours, and then of course shooting the video and then editing and putting it all together, putting it up on my channel. And that video has also generated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of revenue through AdSense, and it didn't cost me anything. So that's another way. Now again, you have to do what fits into your channel. So things like unboxing products that you use, whether it might be with, me with the string trimmer, but it could be, a cell phone, a laptop computer, a new game, materials for cooking, a new pot and pan type of thing, whatever is in your niche, you just make a video about that. And we're not talking about affiliate links in your descriptions or selling product directly, a direct sales where you have a book or something that you get people to your website. This is just doing what you love and sharing it with your audience, and then Google just takes care of it with YouTube and with AdSense, and it's just 24/7 automatic. We don't have to worry about anything. So another video that I made several years ago, I think it's about 5 or 6 years now, I'll share a picture here, is again something that really didn't cost me anything. I just felt like making a video on this item that we use on the homestead, and it's kind of a controversial item, so it generates some controversy, and every spring it spikes up and gets thousands and thousands of views. The video actually is well over 100,000 views now, but it's like 20,000 views every spring, and it too has generated hundreds and hundreds of dollars of revenue. And it's something that I just did anyway. I would have done it without the video. So the video just, the time that it took me to set up the camera and do the shots, and then the time it took me to edit, and then once it's uploaded, it's done. And it's just automatic. Whenever somebody watches it, it just, I don't have to do anything. And that's the benefit of YouTube and AdSense on Google, is once your video's uploaded and published, you're done. It just works by itself on autopilot. And autopilot is good as far as I'm concerned. Now I've got a couple video examples of ones that earn their revenue more evenly throughout the year. Many of my videos have seasonal spikes. They're kind of what we might call tentpole events, where they're fairly, just a few video views here and there, and then whenever it is, they become really popular, and I get tens and tens of thousands of views, and then for a few weeks or a couple of months, and then it drops off. But here are a couple examples of videos that earn revenue, more evenly throughout the year. And those are nice to do too. So you get a more steady flow of views, and these still earn hundreds of dollars of revenue, and most of them don't cost me anything. Certainly they don't cost me anything extra, because I was going to do what I'm doing in the videos anyway, so I might as well make a video about it and upload it to YouTube. And you can do the same thing. It's easy peasy. We got to stay within the policies. YouTube's always going to be changing. That's just the way it is. That might work with YouTube too, is that you let your audience know that you're providing incredible value so that they'll want to subscribe and watch more of your videos. So I hope you enjoyed this AdSense video. And like I just said, think about subscribing and think about watching another video. Make sure you read that policy that I've linked down in the description. And if you have any questions about how to do YouTube, about how things work on YouTube, community guidelines strikes, warnings, losing monetization, the yellow icons, new policies, anything at all, please ask me. Ask in the comments, and I'll do what I can to answer your questions. Thank you.